What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Thingo's back again. Shit, I forgot to take this mask off. I just came from being out. But anyway, it's your boy Thingo's back again to talk about another video. And you already know, man, this is going to be another Invincible video. And what I wanted to do was talk about an interesting idea and theory that was thrown at me by one of my top subscribers. Zudi, want to give a shout out to you. I'm finally making this video talking about this. I remember when you threw this out to me, I think like on episode 7 during my live stream of episode 7 of Invincible. But a cool potential way that they could start off season 2. Now I'm gonna make a whole video diving deeper into like the plot points where they can pick up from on season 2, or you know, the different things that they set up to directly be followed up on in season 2, because they left a lot of nuggets in that last scene when they did that montage and they just excuse me, went from one character to the next, showing you, you know, a little bit of what the Mauler twins were doing, showing you a little bit of what Doc Seismic was doing, showing you a little bit of what D.A. St. Clair and Cecil was doing. You know what I'm saying? Just examples of that. Also, you know what I'm saying, the Guardians of the Globe showing, like the new Guardians of the Globe showing their camaraderie, how they're getting better at being a team, stuff like that. So it just opens the door for, leaves the door open for a lot of different plot points that they set up to directly be followed up on in the next season. But a cool way that they could just open the season altogether was thrown at me by Zuri when he said, what if they started out the season introducing us to Angstrom Levi? Now, I'm sure you all have probably heard the name Angstrom Levi. For people who don't even know who Angstrom Levi is, or maybe somewhat have looked up some things on Invincible just off of the, you know, epicness of the first season, and you want to, like, you know, look up some news and see what's going on in season 2, what could happen in season 2. If you've seen the name Angstrom Levi, if you've seen it flowing around, if you've seen it, like, you know, on pages and stuff like that, it's actually a video out there with Robert Kirkman directly confirming that we are going to get a lot of Angstrom Levi in the seasons to come, and he's actually going to be coming before Conquest, which makes sense because he actually came way before Conquest in the comics, so it naturally makes sense. And he's a huge character because not only is he a recurring villain in Invincible, he's kind of like his arch rival in a sense, he's also the main villain who is the orchestrator, you know, the mastermind behind the Invincible War, one of the biggest cataclysmic events and that happens in the Invincible series. It's epic. It leaves its damage. It leaves its mark. A lot of characters die in this attack, or at least, you know, one character in particular, a main character, actually loses his life in this attack. A lot happens because of this, and Angstrom Levi is the one who did it all. And his character is definitely someone who needs to get introduced in the second season. They haven't confirmed what he's going to look like or who's going to do his voice. I definitely think Phil Lamar needs to do his voice. Pretty interesting, he actually tweeted something out about that on his Twitter. Somebody said something about him being Angstrom Levi, and he retweeted it just like he don't mind. He's just like, what's up, Invincible? Let's see what we can do, bruh. So I think he's down. I think it would be a great choice. Phil Lamar is an amazing voice actor. The guy did the voice of Static Shock, Samurai Jack, so many other voices. I already know he'll do an amazing job as the villain and the character of Angstrom Levi. But seeing how Invincible, the animated series, has done such an amazing job with further fleshing out characters, villains, making B-list characters, C-list characters way more of a threat, or just way more entertaining in the show counterparts than the comic, you know, giving them way more of a threat level, you know, way more, you know what I'm saying, just intrigue, or just more reasons to like them, or really just, you know, keep an eye on them. I feel like they can do a whole lot with season 2 and the character of Angstrom Levi, further expanding upon his character and also really cleaning up his whole motivations as to why he hates Invincible so much, because I really feel like Kirkman fumbled on that. I still don't really understand that. I mean, it could be argued that his mind was broken when the process was going on to try to get the, you know what I'm saying, all the different information from the different dimensions put inside his head. It can be argued that he went insane when it exploded, and that's why he's just a little mixed up and the stuff that he says doesn't make sense. It's inconsistent, you know what I'm saying, maybe. But I feel like they could really do a better job with his overall origin story and introducing him into the story as a threat, and also with making the Mauler twins kind of like the people that help him. You know, it's kind of become like a running thing because they did this in the first season with Robot helping him get his clone body. So it's going to be similar, pretty much the exact same thing with the Mauler twins in season 2, and Angstrom Levi, boop, breaks him out of jail and enlists their help to you know what I'm saying, help him get all of these different knowledge and minds from his different you know, alternate dimensional selves and putting them into one brain. That's going to be super interesting. And I like the fact how in the comic the Marlowe twins like, look man, we helped you out because we honestly learned a lot of ourselves from this experiment, you know what I'm saying? So I thought that was cool. But I know they're gonna make a joke probably about how, damn, we just got done helping the nigga that broke us out of jail, now we doing this shit again. Like, we ain't just constantly just gonna be helping niggas, bro. That's not what we do. But I love how they did the Marlowe twins. But yeah, season 2 could start out with a scene the same way that Angstrom Levi was introduced in the comic. Now, I really loved how they introduced him in the comic. I think that was a great scene, and I feel like they should definitely include that scene in the show. It would catch a lot of people off guard. It would make for some good humor, and it would just be cool to see what a potential takeover from Mark Grayson and his father actually, you know, on the same side teamed up would look like. Because when Angstrom Levi gets introduced in the comic, that's what we see. It starts out with Mark Grayson giving a speech to the world about the Viltrumite takeover or something like that. It's pretty much a look at what would happen if his son, if Omni-Man, you know, Mark and Omni-Man actually worked together. If, you know, Mark actually listened to his dad and was like, fuck it, okay, let's take over the world together. Let's do this shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he actually did that. And I think that was cool to see. We got to see like this dope ass epic execution of the Immortal, which was just, ugh, they gotta animate that, man. And also we got to see Robot get taken out, at least that version of Robot. And Angstrom Levi was about to get killed too, but the Angstrom Levi, the main one that we follow, actually saved him at the last minute. And that's when he pulls him through this portal and he leads him to this little warehouse or whatever, or this you know, like this base, his little secret lair. And when he walks him in there, you see like thousands, hundreds of thousands of different Angstrom Levis all chilling, conversating with each other, just, you know what I'm saying, hanging out, getting to know each other and stuff like that. But all of these Angstrom Levis are from different dimensions, and the main Angstrom, he went to these dimensions and he brought them all to the same one because, like I said, he wants to enlist the help of the Marlowe twins to get them to create some kind of machine to combine all of the knowledge of all these different dimensions all around the multiverse into one brain. He wants to know it all. He wants to know everything about everything. And he pretty much wants to make it a whole lot easier for him to know about the world that he's jumping in before he even gets there, so that he won't just be going there with like a flip of the coin, not knowing if he's going to enter inside of the mouth of a dragon, or, you know, pop up in a world that's in endless war, or pop up in a world that doesn't even have any breathable air. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So I think it's interesting for his character, but they definitely need to flesh that out. They need to explain that more, break it down, and I feel like they could definitely add a whole lot more meat on his origin story overall. But if they open up the season with him, I think it'll be a great way, because it'll be kind of like foreshadowing, and it'll kind of be like full circle, because I feel like it's going to start with him and then it can end with him. Or at least we might get some hint to the Invincible War in this season. Maybe they'll save that for season 3. I don't know. They really surprised me in season 1 with the amount of content and story arcs that they were able to fit in the season 1 of Invincible. So I'm really looking forward to see what they mix in and what arcs and what they put into season 2. It's just a lot to speculate on, and I'm definitely going to be talking about it more. But yeah, this is the character of Angstrom Levi, and that's the potential way that they could open up season 2 with that scene from the comics that I just discussed, starting it out with the alternate universe, Mark and Omni-Man actually working together and showing the world being just devastated and destroyed and taken over by both of them working together. And you get to see kind of like a little resistance on their back legs, like damn near done and finished, led by Robot and the Immortal, and they get taken out by Omni-Man and Invincible, and then Angstrom Levi gets saved at the last minute by his main alternate you know, dimension self that we actually follow. You know, we get to see the main one save that one, and you know, that's how we get introduced to the character. So I think that's definitely would be an amazing way that they could start out season 2. Another potential way they can start out season 2 is by following Alan the Alien. because we know that he's going to be going back to the coalition of planets to give them all of this information that he just got done talking to Invincible about, literally in the ending scene of season 1. So if they want to pick up season 2 immediately where season 1 left off, have it be accurate to the comics, and give us a whole lot more Alan the Alien, since we definitely got a huge shortage on him in season 1 for a major character like that, they could start out season 2 showing us Alan the Alien's backstory, you know, like we got in that issue when, you know, Mark was, he was losing his virginity to Amber. That scene that they didn't even show. They might still show that though, I don't know, because they got back together at the end of the season, so they might still do that. But yeah, when they cut away from that in the comic, and then we got to see what Alan the Alien was doing, we got to see him go back to the coalition of planets, the home world for them. We got to see him talk to I forgot the name of the Viltrumite leader. I always forget his name, but he's an OG. He's the leader of the coalition of planets. Bro's an old ass dude. He had Thaddeus. I think that's his name. He's like this OG Viltrumite. He has this long white beard, and you already know that he's an OG, and he has been around for thousands of years, or probably hundreds of thousands, because like Omni-Man said, the older they get, the slower they age. So Mark is already going to be like 500 some years old and not even look 30. So imagine how old Thaddeus is. The guy has a lot of knowledge, and he doesn't hold any love for the Viltrumites. He knows a lot of stuff about them, and he's leading the charge and the resistance in the coalition of planets, the fight against the Viltrumite Empire. So it'll be a great time to introduce us to the larger world, to introduce us to the coalition of planets, to Thaddeus, and also have that scene where there's a traitor inside the coalition of planets who is revealed, and then they send Viltrumites to attack Alan the Alien, and then he damn near gets beaten to death. That would be an awesome way to start out Invincible season 2, showing us that, giving us some more Alan the Alien. However they do it, I'm down for whatever, even if it's something that isn't even like what I just said. I feel like we're still gonna get these scenes anyway. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think about these potential openers for season 2. How would you want them to start off season 2? Either way, I'm down for whatever they do, man. I'm just excited. But yeah, man, I really enjoyed making this video. Hope y'all having a good day, night, wherever you guys are. Make sure to hit that link to join the Discord, Invincible Disciples, Invincible IDs, where, you know, we can keep the discussion going about Invincible. And also, if you would like to join the Facebook group, Viltrumites Take Flight, look that up, join that. I'll try to post stuff daily on there, you know, funny little memes, information about Invincible, all that good stuff. And yeah, man, share this around, subscribe for more videos like this one, hit the bell, you know, to be notified. And yeah, man, hope y'all have a good one. Until next time, peace.